Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're hitting legs. We started out with these banded clamshell exercises. These I don't do them too often, but I should incorporate them way more than I do. And that is the plan. They are intense and they definitely, you feel this. And so I definitely want to keep incorporating this one in my routine. For the first set that I did this little, like, the thinner bands, but on the last two sets, I think, I did the thicker cloth bands, which made it way more difficult, and it was pretty awesome. I recommend using the thicker, heavier resistance bands for this. There's a couple of different little ways to do the banded clamshell exercise. This is the first way I just tried, and so next time I'll maybe give the other one where you're laying your full torso on the ground, which I think will be more intense, so I will do those in the future, and then I'll just kind of pick whatever one I feel the most connection with and feel that's most challenging. Now on to the barbell Romanian deadlift, otherwise known as barbell RDLs. These are always a favorite of mine. I always try to incorporate some sort of RDL. I love the way I can alter it to feel a little bit more in the glutes, alter it a little bit to feel more in the hamstrings, obviously feel a bit of both. But I really like this exercise for glute growth and hamstring development. I did the RDLs for 4 sets for about 10 to 14 reps and going heavier each set. With these, I try not to cave my back, so I try to make sure it's going to no further than parallel with the ground. And then I also like to keep my core nice and tight and engaged, and I like to keep my spine nice and neutral to avoid any type of neck or back pain. Throughout this whole entire movement, I am constantly focusing on my mind and muscle connection, making sure I'm feeling it all in the right places, and making sure every rep is worth it. I do try to make sure my first few sets are without my wrist straps, just to make sure I am working on my wrist strength, my grip strength. And then I will, as I get heavier, towards the end of my sets, I will incorporate or use my wrist straps. Just because I want to push my legs, I don't want my weak wrists to hinder any more weight that I can put on while lifting legs. Because it's very important to me to try to strengthen the weakness I have, of course, but I also want to grow my legs and push myself in that way. Okay, moving on to the barbell back squat. These ones I did 4 sets for about 6 to 12 reps. This is our exercise for sure that we're going to continue working on form, working on going heavier, stabilizing my core, keeping my chest up. This is definitely the most challenging exercise that I do for myself personally. It's one that I get kind of frustrated that it's a lot slower progressing than other ones, but that's okay. Builds character over here. But yeah, in reality, I don't really like squats. It's kind of hard to like something that I feel bad at, and so it's just such a challenge. But then I also can look at it like, I have room to grow, I have room to get better form, I have room to lift heavier, be stronger, be more, engage my core, keep my lats nice and strong. The whole entire movement, I have so much room to improve, so that's exciting, of course, but I can't say it's my favorite, but I'm not getting rid of it. We are staying strong, and we are going to just try to get stronger with these, try to get stronger with hip thrusts, our deadlifts, and hopefully that'll in turn help my squat strength. Over here just looking forward to a day where I think, oh, I love squats, and squats are great, so I hope that day comes, because it's not here today, so. But yeah, let's get on to the rest of the set, and we'll get on to the next exercise.
So you gotta drive with your heels on this one. Last one, drive with your heels.
Moving along to the trap bar deadlift. These ones I did 4 sets for about 10 to 14 reps. I actually really like these. I look forward to increasing the weight and going heavier. I occasionally get some like lower back pain when I do normal deadlifts, and so these are super great for if anyone who is going through a little back pain, just to switch it up and go to a trap bar deadlift instead of a full-on barbell deadlift. Both are great. Obviously, great form can keep injuries away, but I've already had this little bit of back pain from a couple years ago, and so it kind of flares up when it wants to, and so I just try to go for these more so than the other ones. But for this time in the season, I will be mostly focused on trap bar deadlift, and then I'll incorporate some sumo deadlifts.
Yep.
Okay, we have made it to my favorite dumbbell Bulgarian split squats. These are kind of like a love-hate exercise for me, but it makes it great that way. I love the challenge. I love how hard they are, especially when you get to a little bit heavier weight. The first kind of set or two is a little bit more of a warm-up, and then I go into a heavier set usually. And those kick my butt, but they are the best thing ever. I feel such great mind-muscle connection, and I 10 out of 10, like 11 out of 10, recommend this exercise, incorporating it in your routine. It helps with glutes, quads, hamstrings. It's just an awesome exercise. I don't want to see my routine without a Bulgarian split squat, honestly. I'm doing dumbbells today, obviously you can see, but I think I mostly prefer doing the Smith machine. It's just this gym that I go to here only has the 2 Smith machines, and usually we come at a little bit busier time, and it is always taken. And it just makes more sense to stay in a little bit of a quieter area just when we're recording. On to these reverse hypers. I did these for 4 sets for 10 to 15 reps. These ones are pretty great. I happen to really like them. I don't do them as often as I should or I would like. But I definitely look forward to incorporating them more so, especially as I'm going into this season of really trying to develop my glutes, trying to develop my legs. This is a great exercise for that, great exercise for your lower back, great exercise for developing those glutes. Yeah, and it's something that we don't do really in our other part of our lifts, and so it's a very unique movement, and I really like that aspect of it. But let's get on with this rest of the set. Alright, this will wrap up the workout for today. Thank you so much for joining me on my leg day. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you in the next video.